Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to season 3 of the Love of Lapidary Podcast. Yay! Hi
Woohoo!
Dave, hi Brad.
Hi.
Howdy, howdy.
Matt will be here momentarily. I'm not sure if what. Oh, yep, Ryan and Andrew are on their way. They'll be here momentarily as well. I thought maybe Andrew was still out of town. I guess he's back, which makes me super happy. So, how is everybody?
We're doing good.
Good, good.
Yeah.
So I saw, Brad, that you guys are getting ready to go do some shows.
We
Where
have shows in Kemmer, Wyoming. The weekend after Kemmer, we're in Craig, Colorado. And the weekend
gosh.
after that, we're back in Mighton, Utah. So we're
Nice.
running next 3 weeks. Or well, I guess we're home this weekend. So it's the 13th and 14th or 14th and 15th. And then we're,
Okay.
I lied. Monica is going to go do a little market event in Camas this weekend, and I'm staying home to run the store. So for the next 4 weeks, we're pretty much doing shows.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, Twyla. That's great. I love that. I love that.
Hey, Matt.
I love the posts that Monica's been doing with the store stuff and including herself in some of the posts. So,
She's really taken the bull by the horns, and she's running with it. She's been doing awesome.
Yeah.
There's just things I don't know how to do.
That's great. That's great. Well, I mean, we all have things. I mean, we don't know till we don't know, right? So,
yep.
Only one way to learn and find out. Hey, Frank. Hi, Matt. How was your break? Uh-oh. Matt.
I think he's not frozen. He's pretending, I think.
Can you hear us, Matt? Matt.
Matt.
No?
Nope.
Can't hear us.
But he can see us.
Hi, bros. What's up? How are you guys? Doing all right? We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Technical errors.
I was going to say, it sounds like all the way around tonight.
Right.
Matt can't hear us. We can't hear him.
Yeah, Matt doesn't even have his volume on. Let me do the. There he goes. Okay, so let's see if we bring this one on. Matt, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Hello there.
And we can hear him.
There you are. Yay for Matt. Yay for Ryan and Andrew.
Andrew fixed it, yeah.
Welcome back, you guys. Andrew, where were you?
Huh?
Where were you?
Go ahead. I went down to Nebraska and Iowa.
Nice.
Went and picked up a friend in Nebraska and helped her move back up to Michigan. And then while we were down there, we spent 3 days at Mayo Fest, which is a festival against gun violence, because one of my friends passed away in Colorado due to a fatal shooting accident. And they just get together and celebrate his life every year.
Okay.
So
Nice. I mean, not the death part, but
yeah, no, that's not so nice. But
yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful down there.
What part of Colorado?
Out in Pueblo.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. My entire family, other than my immediate branch, lives in Colorado. So.
Yeah, I lived in Pueblo for 18 years.
Nice. So what's been going on with everybody? Anything fun and exciting?
I was in a
I
car
drove
for
600
hours.
miles around Idaho.
You did?
There we go.
Yep, just got back.
We were both in cars.
Right.
Oh,
Monica said this is her latest and her newest.
Pine cones. Nice.
If you look, she's got all sorts of different chips that she's glued onto it.
Nice.
Made it a light up little tree.
Very cool.
Well, now is that LEDs in that, or is it just
Yeah,
reflection
it's
of light
LEDs
around?
all the way around
LEDs?
it.
Yeah, like a little string light or something.
Yep.
Very cool. She's so creative,
She's coming up with all sorts of ideas.
right? What about you, Matt? What have you been up to?
Just working.
Nothing new.
Just working. I did get my shop mostly sorted out, so that's good. I got back to cabin a little bit. That's
Nice,
that was
nice.
fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I got
now
a
let's
little
get
more
on to
work
the
to do
truth
out
of
there,
this.
What's that,
I
Dave?
happen to know for a fact that Matt looked at a picture of something fun.
I went fishing. How about
I was
that?
going to say, I've seen
Oh,
some
there you
fishing
go.
pictures of Matt.
Yep. I went and caught some big mahi, so that was good.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Nice. Well, I did.
Monica wants to know where hers are, Matt.
Yeah, right. I did pull some pictures from various, from the group, as well as just a few that people sent me. What material is
Is
that?
that Jim Bone, that pyrite?
Yep. Pyrite,
Nice.
Jim, or bone.
Okay.
Pyritized Jim Bone.
Yes.
Pyritized.
Yep,
What
pyrite.
the hell is? I'm sorry. What the heck is that?
That's a cat's ass.
Is that what it is? Are you serious? I thought maybe it was a duster or something. That's hilarious. Hello, kitty cat.
Well, it is if you have a handle.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Poor kitty.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know. Last season when we came back, we just showed some pictures of stuff people were working on. So I thought I'd just show a few pictures and then we can just keep talking. Yeah?
Right
Y'all
on.
good with
Perfect.
that? Okay. First, I want to show this beautiful thing that Dave did. Maybe. There we go.
It's nice.
Isn't that
That
beautiful?
turned out amazing.
Yeah. And then, Davis, there's a story behind that, though, right?
Well, yeah. So the stone was actually given to me by somebody that I used to bowl with here, and he's into lapidary. But I believe it was his dad. This piece was probably dug out 40 years ago, and his dad had started this stone, but it was in pretty rough shape. And he gave it to me, and I finished it up. And then I was learning how to do the metalsmithing. And so all of those ends right there, I actually had to create those ends and stuff from scratch.
Right. I'm trying to make the picture big, and it's not working out for me. So I'm just going to go back to this.
There it is.
Sorry. Oh, wait, what's this? No, that's not it either. That makes me gay. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't
Believe it or
remember.
not, the black on top of those
Yeah.
is my wife's nail gel.
For real?
For real. I didn't have
Wow.
any enamel to put black on that. She said, "Here, let me try something." And she used her nail gel and put on there, and the stuff is so hard it won't come off.
That's great. Okay, and then we have.
See, Dave, you got your wife involved in rocks.
But
There you
I
go.
didn't. She didn't even know it.
Right. I forget whose cab this is.
That's mine.
Was that yours? Okay.
Yeah, and I wish I knew what that material was called so I could find some more of it.
It looks very similar to Norina, but I know it's not, but
Yeah, it kind of looks like
Right.
Mookaite too.
yeah, it could be Miss.
Yeah, and it wasn't either one of those. And it has fractures through it, so I ended up with only this one little piece that didn't break.
Oh, is it like Golden State agate? That stuff's pretty fractury, and it looks like that.
Could be. I don't even know where I got it. It had been
Love
laying
of
up here for
Lapidary.
several years.
Interesting.
Yeah, just a small piece, maybe 2 inches by 2.5 inches.
Right. And then what is this one, Dave?
This is that Katy Mountain moss agate.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's Daverite. That's hilarious. Yes, it's Daverite.
right.
And I was going to try and pull some other stuff of Dave's, but in true Dave fashion, he did mostly videos. So that's pretty much all I could pull.
Yeah, I got to start doing more photos.
And that's okay. And then, of course, Scott,
I was going to say that's Scott's,
Josh Jr. Yep, that's his, the electric blue obsidian, his regular obsidian, which he does such a fabulous job on. But he sent
now
me.
Be careful how much of that you say.
He just pours water on it, so it looks really shiny.
Yeah, right. And then there's this, which is that Big's Flame, I guess, is what it's called.
And this material right here, everybody was set to pick up. I think I was going to get 10 or 12 pounds of it. But when you got to fooling with it, it is so unstable, it just breaks into little pieces. So we ended up pulling it mostly.
Okay. And then there's one other one of his. He sent me this picture earlier. And I know, Ryan, he had already asked you about it. Does anybody know what this material might be?
So it's definitely either hematite or galena plumes in it.
Right.
Like most definitely.
I have no idea what it is.
And I'm going to say it's hematite in that.
You know what? I said tiger tail plume to him earlier.
Yeah.
Right. It could be. But I thought it was really cool. So he wanted me just to, see if even any of our viewers might know what it is, right? So if anybody has any ideas, throw them out there.
Well, the thing is, sometimes you just have a small enough piece of something, it doesn't have all of the detail that you would normally see to identify.
Right. Might be what? And then I pulled some of Frank's stuff. These are 2 cabs that he made. And then, where's your other stuff I pulled, Frank? I'm trying to do this, and the pictures did not load in order, so.
Those water lines are pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Yeah. That he made for Twyla. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, that is so gorgeous.
Yeah, he captured that perfectly.
Yeah, no, that's gorgeous.
And then these are these owls that he made. I forget for who. Cindy, maybe? Cindy Holmes, I think. These 2 with Picasso.
Frank's?
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you do the silver work on these, or do you know?
I don't know. I don't know if these are just findings or if he actually does the silver work. Frank.
That one looks like a finding, unless he.
Yeah,
you'd
have to do the wax cast to make these.
Right.
And then just put the little metal balls where the eyes are and solder them on.
And solder them on, yeah. And now I'm looking for. I feel like I pulled one other one of his, but now I can't find it. So we'll see as I go.
That's really pretty Picasso, though.
Isn't it?
It is. I like that a lot.
Old stock findings. Okay.
And those are the best kind.
Right. And then let's see, what else did I pull? I pulled, this one. This is the lapis heart that I made for a customer of mine.
Look at
that Pakistani lapis.
Yeah. And I just got some more. I don't know. Do you guys know who Robert Heidig is? The cordial trader?
I don't.
So I've known Robert for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, 5 years. Just from doing lives, jumping on his lives and whatever and talking and stuff. And Robert's all about the trading. But he has a customer up here, not too far from me. So he had posted, hey, who's in these areas on his travels? He lives in Arizona, that I can, stop and meet along my way. So he came up to the store last Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday. And brought a car full of rocks. And we spent like 6 hours just going through everything. And I ended up spending a bunch of money. But he had a bunch of really nice lapis. So that piece that I just showed you was my last piece of really nice lapis. So I got some more lapis from him, as well as a whole bunch of other
What'd
stuff.
you get it for a pound, Courtney? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know. Honestly, I would have to look at my list at the store. So call me.
It's so rare nowadays that even Kingsley North sells it for like $3 a gram.
Oh, it wasn't that much. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You might have got a killer deal because it's
did.
rare from Pakistan.
So Robert is all about the trading. That's why he's the cordial trader, right? Which I forget because, I'm just buying rugs, right? I'm just buying stuff. And I had already paid him and everything. And he started looking around the store and he found a couple of things that he really liked. And so I've got them put aside for him for the next time he comes so we can trade instead of me spending money.
There you go.
Because he really is all about trading stuff. He's super, super cool guy. It was really nice to have him visit. And then, let's see, what else did I pull? I pulled just a couple of things. So the stuff that Roxanne found, the Malawis and the what's the other one? Malawis and what's the other one, Ryan?
Botswana? Swazis?
Swazis, I think. That I believe they got from you.
I like that
Moroccan,
one.
that one looks like.
Yeah, they posted some really, really cool stuff. And then Kamal Sahane, who is in Turkey. He is a direct Turkey vendor.
Can you go back one? Like the very first Turkish one?
This one?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he has some really, really beautiful stuff. And he's a trusted, overseas person.
Ooh, nice.
If anybody ever needs a turkey hookup, Kamal would be the turkey hookup. His prices are fairly decent, but shipping is crazy, right, from Turkey. So you kind of have to balance it out. Is it worth it or not? And that's all I really pulled. I didn't pull a whole lot more than that because I was running out of time. I started doing this at like 10 after 8. I was like, oh my God, I got to pull pictures. So that's all I pulled. And I pulled the ones from Rocks and Found because I was running out of time and I wanted to show some of the stuff that you guys, so when you guys do your agate cutting shows, this is what you're getting, right? These are some of the things that you're getting in these agate cutting shows that the guys do.
Right
Just
on.
amazing stuff, right? Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, and we even do like dud protection on our shows. If you come in and get one and it's crap, we'll get you another one for free. That's just
Jolly on the spot.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I love it when you get I don't because it's a dud, right? But when you literally on air, like, swing and flip it into the air.
Yep.
New one, replacement. It's fantastic. I love it.
It's a whole process, man. Because
Yeah.
it sucks when you get and you spend $5 on an agate and then there's nothing in there. You got to be like, man, this thing. Get it out of here.
Right.
Hey, Courtney, I don't know how to get it to you, but I posted to the group the photo of the finished product of that bolo tie.
Yes, I couldn't. Again, I ran out of time, so let me.
I couldn't figure out how to get it. For some reason, I didn't do it earlier. I was having problems.
Let me.
I didn't realize that the finished product wasn't on there.
It's not in the group. I think you posted it on your page, but I didn't have.
Well, I just now posted it to the group.
I was running out of time, so you posted it to the group, not in the chat, right?
Right. Yeah, I didn't know. This little laptop I'm using, I'm kind of limited to some of the stuff I can't figure out how to get it to do.
Right. No, you're fine. Let me go. There it is. Let me pull that real quick. And do that. And do that. And then go back here and do this.
See, Courtney knows what to do.
Do you like my step-by-step?
I do.
And then do that.
Oh,
And then do that.
You know what else? At the end of last season, we had talked about Frank's photography. I wonder if anybody went and joined that.
Frank's photography?
Yeah, you know Frank Brown. He has a photography.
We
page.
did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't remember. What's it called? Do you remember?
Capture the moment.
Capture the moment. Yep.
Capture the moment. Capture the moment.
It was on the tip of my tongue. I was just going to look at
Photography. Yeah, look at that. I did not realize that was Frank.
Yep.
That's our Frankie poo.
Yep.
All right, I'm liking it right now, so I can follow that. Frank also has a jewelry
Go ahead,
page where he posts pictures of his jewelry and stuff. And I am on that page, but I can never remember the name of it. It's Frank's something, and it doesn't come up in my feed. So I try to go and look sometimes if I can find it. You know what I mean? So you'll have to remind us what that is too, Frank. So anyway, what else is going on, y'all?
Two more days, and it'll be 2 months since I vaped.
Nice.
Good job.
58 days today.
Wow. How you feeling?
I'm all right.
Good.
I was going through so much other BS. I really didn't focus on that. Just kind of flew by. So
Right. There you go. There you go.
See, now Courtney and I were just talking about these hearing aids, and Courtney, they don't always work because I swore he said it had been 2 months since he bathed. I'm going,
vape,
I think I'd have kept that to myself, man.
smoking, vaping. Yeah. Why don't you calm down over there, Santa Claus, okay? No, it's
Oh, cute.
Hey,
that
Santa
is
Claus only
hilarious.
wishes he had the solar panel I've got.
Oh,
my
true.
gosh.
Probably more than likely.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, so Creative Stoneworks by Frank is the name of Frank's, where he posts his jewelry and stuff. Thank you, Frank.
You didn't hear me? I called Dave Santa Claus.
Oh, okay. The beard looks nice, though, Dave. It does. For real.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So I have been doing these festivals and trying to get back to more cabbing,
Right on.
and you know how that
I've been
goes.
feeling that too.
If you guys are like me, there hasn't been a lot of time for cabbing lately. Just
I was just talking to
Not
Andrew
at
today
all.
about making so many necklaces we could just do a necklace show because I want a cab too. So
Right, right.
So
right.
fucking therapeutic. Excuse my French.
Absolutely, it is. It's that Zen spot,
I need
right?
it. I need it.
Yeah, yeah. I was so crazy with work. Last week was finally my last week of insanity. Well, not really. Well, yeah, last week of complete insanity with work. Now, excuse me, now I'm just back to regular insanity. So, look, Dave's even growing his hair.
yeah, my wife wanted me to grow it back out, and I thought, you know something, I'm tired of
Really,
paying
bud.
$20 for haircuts.
I need a haircut so bad.
Look
He's
at
growing a skullet.
Yeah, look, I got like a mullet going on back here. It's
Oh,
driving
yeah.
me crazy. I want it gone.
You know, it's really hard. I mean, if you're like me, I wore hair all of the years while I was younger. Then I cut it off one day because, you know, the whole business world, all of that. Then when it starts getting a little longer, it's like, man, it just bugs me.
Right.
So it is taking me 3 months to get used to having hair hanging down again.
Yeah, you got to get through that awkward phase.
Yeah.
Right. See, and I have it like really easy because I just throw it in the ponytail and just let it grow. I can't remember the last time I got a haircut. Actually, it's been months. I just haven't had time. So
My wife won't let me do the
I
math.
wasn't laughing at you, Courtney. Andrew pointed something out on his computer. It made me laugh. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm all right. Yeah, I love you. I wasn't laughing at you.
Matt, are you rocking a full Fu Manchu right now?
Absolutely.
It looks so
I
awesome.
love it. I love it. Growing up my whole life, dude, that's the mustache I wanted. And you fucking are rocking the shit out of it. I love it.
I wish I have like this old scarf when I was a kid right here, so I grow like this giant G. It's so I always shave down here. I can't.
I got no facial hair, bud. None.
Nah, no, it's because you're still a baby.
I know.
Although to be fair, my son is 38. And
I tell you what, I dare you guys to find a 23-year-old that knows more about gemstones than Andrew does, though.
Oh, not in a million
Challenge
years.
you.
Yeah, not in a million years.
He works his butt off on stuff.
Right.
Oh, by the way, I just packaged up 3 large boxes for somebody.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's
I did
me.
them yesterday.
Me.
And I found something else, Court.
What?
I gotta pick all those up now because I didn't know they were on there. But I found a thing.
A thing?
I found a thing.
Oh, nice. Is that mine?
Somebody say prioritized gem bone.
Is that
Yeah,
mine?
'cause that's a piece.
That's a bigger one, isn't it? Because mine, I don't feel like it's that big.
Nice.
Now I gotta look.
Yep, that's pretty.
Careful,
And that
Courtney.
would have been really bad, y'all.
Courtney trying to tear the whole wall down in there. And Jaws, no ponytail for me.
If my rock chalk thing would have fell and shattered, I would have been devastated. Yeah, mine's just little.
Yeah, so remember we had kept this one because you had wanted us to cut it, and I
Cut
just
it in
couldn't.
half,
I
yeah.
couldn't bring myself to do it. I can't do it.
So is that going to come to then?
Yeah, but we need more paper and tape because I ran out of paper and tape. But this needs its own box, Courtney.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
So-
yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Dude, I just about lost my mind. I would have had to have been Houston. I know we don't do it anymore, but I need you to carve me another one.
And with what's going on with Russia and
Dude,
stuff,
I
guys?
wonder how much that is right now.
This? Oh, big money, I'm sure. We will never, ever
That
know.
was years ago you got that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings up a question, Ryan. I heard you say something about what's going on in Russia. So, with everything that's going on, of course, we get the purple jade that comes out of Russia. We get the what's the stuff that you and I have, the purple and the black.
Charoite.
The charoite
Charoite,
comes
yeah.
out of there. How is all of this beginning to affect the market? Have you seen?
Everything's going up.
Everything's going up. Yeah.
Crazy going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything that's in circulation is stuff that's already out.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Right, because everything else comes to
It's
streets
going
and
to be
hall, right?
everything left in collections and then
Yeah.
estate sales.
Oh,
The
wow.
only thing coming through right now is black market stuff, and it is expensive. It's expensive. They're smuggling it pretty much. You know what I mean? They're having to smuggle it to get it here.
Right. Well, in the charoite, they were already having to start doing that to begin with because it had to come across that Russia's fighting, and they were bringing it across in backpacks. I don't know much about the purple jade. I have some, but I don't know what the story is behind trying to get it out of Russia.
I don't know. I wouldn't get it out of Russia if I was buying purple jade anyway.
Right.
I'd get it out of Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkish purple jade is the bomb. I love their
Is it
purple
the better
jade.
one?
Yeah, I mean for
Don't
cabbage,
know
for
much
sure.
about it myself.
Huh?
I don't know much about it myself. I have a piece here, but just
Oh,
not something
purple
I've ever done
jadeite?
much with.
Yeah, it's a nephrite type jade, but it's purple and white out of Turkey. It's gorgeous, and it
Right.
cabs really high varnish.
Nice.
It's normally not that expensive either. You can get it for $10, $15 a pound nowadays.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think
It
this
used
was
to be a
really
lot more.
expensive. I've got it's
Right.
here somewhere.
But
I don't
Russian
think
purple jade.
I don't think people realize too that with specifically what's going on with some of that. I had a show today in a group, and I was auctioning off a piece of high grade charoite, and like for cheap, like for stupid cheap, less than I even paid for it, and like not one person bid on it, and I was
Wow.
yeah. Okay. That won't, I mean, I won't do it again, but I tried to give somebody a heck of a deal. But
It's not cheap material.
it's not at all.
Yours is probably $2 or $3 a gram. You were just showing right now, Dave.
Yeah,
It's
this
huge
I
to
got
like
this
prices
was
right now. That Russian purple jade is.
this was 0.63 pounds. I got it for $15 when I bought it.
How
Wow.
long ago was that though?
Year and a half, 2 years.
That's about right, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because like what Courtney paid for her pyretized bone, there's no way in hell she could buy that for that right now.
No, not in a million
Like
years.
even Matt's little cab right now is a couple $100 all day.
Right.
Right.
I just wouldn't
and I'm
sell
seeing
any
that
of
with
it
a lot
if I
of
were you
material.
guys, because who knows if those markets, when those markets will reopen, if they reopen. Because you got to remember the companies, if they can't export, they're not making the same money, and a
Right.
lot of them will go under. Those people that are doing that
Right.
right now, it'll just vanish into the past. So hold on to your stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And a lot of stuff, even domestic stuff here, is beginning to do that. I don't know if it's because of the demand, and so many people have gotten into lapidary and collecting. The howardite that I've got now goes for $400 to $500 a pound for good grade howardite.
Oh yeah.
Well, what is Sujilite at now, Court?
Too much.
I think it's almost at $10
Not
a
enough?
gram, something like that.
Yeah,
10,
it-
and that's
bucks a
not even
gram.
for like gel Sujilite.
and
You're
that's
talking
just
by
for-
the carat.
yeah,
Like,
that's just for even low grade, right?
Yeah.
So some of the stuff that I have that I got from you, Ryan, years ago is, I mean, your plugs have got to be worth stupid money now.
oh yeah, I would never
Right.
sell them. It's
No,
one
I
of my
know. I'm
prized
just saying
possessions.
for the weight that they are and all of that, they've got to be. I mean, I don't know, probably $1,000. I would think.
I would say probably $1,000. That's
Yeah.
why I haven't hit you up on any more pairs because I'm like, damn.
Right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need a new pair here soon, though.
So it's
Yeah.
454 grams to a pound. You figure at $10 a gram.
Yep,
That's about
A lot of money.
$4,500 a pound. That's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
Yep. Yeah, well, yeah, the dude has that 10-pound chunk right now on Facebook. What's he wanting, 10 grand for it or something like that?
Wow.
13,000.
No, it's not a joke. That stuff you can't get
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
You can't get
And
it.
it's freaking beautiful. Trust me, if I had my husband goes, "You gonna buy it?" I was like, "You gonna give me $13,000 because I ain't got 13,000 laying around." But if I had it, I would buy it. Absolutely. 'Cause
Courtney,
it's
I need a slab of kaleidoscope.
Okay, I got you. I just
I
got
wanna
a
cut
7.
some
I just got a 7-pound chunk.
Yeah, I just
in the
need one
mail.
slab. I want to make necklaces for my mom and my sister.
Yeah, I
So-
got you. Absolutely. I'm going to I'm gonna throw it in the saw next week because I got to do one for Dwayne too. So
I'd like to hear Matt's story on that pyretized bone that he got.
yeah.
That's actually from Four Corners. Yeah,
Where's Four
that's
Corners?
that's from Tyree.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so
Okay.
that
Utah.
is that material he found in Utah, or is that Colorado material?
I believe it's Utah. I'm not sure. Brad might know.
He finds out pyretized stuff out of actually South Dakota is where he's finding most of his pyretized
Oh,
stuff.
really?
I was just about to ask if it was out of the Dakotas either, because I know that I remember them talking about pulling some stuff out of there. So,
I got 10 pounds of it. So
10 pounds.
Pounds?
I'll sit on it for a little bit.
Yeah.
I bet you will.
Yeah. Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Robert says he got some lavender jade from Turkey.
could have been
last
the right riverbed there. You know what I mean? Just the way everything's settled, there could be a mass amount of it there for all we know.
Lavender turkey.
Right.
The bone is the new cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not into that. Not into that.
Yeah. No. It'd be silly. It'd be silly to do that right now. Is that somebody's TV or is that Monica?
No, I think it's a TV or something.
Okay. I was trying to listen to what Monica was saying.
Monica was just saying she wants some lavender jade.
Okay. Turkey, apparently. Hit Kamal up, see if he has any.
Yeah, it's,
Well,
it's not
Robert-
always lavender either. There's some pretty deep purple jade that comes out of there.
I'm gonna put
Robert
his
said he just
name-
got some from Turkey.
I'm gonna put his name in the group chat.
Yeah, Robert said he got some.
Yeah, he said he got some last fall, I think. What did you think of it, Robert? Was it like super nice or what? We're gonna have a pregnant pause
We
now
lost
while we
Robert.
wait for your response.
I don't know
Robert.
if that's showing up. I mean, like you can get it so purple.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, that's a 3-pound chunk on Etsy right now for $45 at 15 a pound. That's about what I was saying. You know, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all, right? I'm Googling. Oh, it's pretty.
It is.
Nice.
If anybody's out and about and finds a huge thick seam of chrysoprase that's really green, I'm looking for it.
I got some.
Do you?
How much do you need?
I need thick enough pieces for you to make me a pair of plugs out of.
I got you.
That's the whole. I was gonna buy it
I
from
got you.
somebody for that reason.
Yeah. No, I got you.
They're
I
doing
think I have
green for
some
my
that are
sister's
good enough.
memorial thing, and I want to wear some nice plugs. So
Okay. Yeah. When is it, Ryan? What's my time?
I'm thinking it's probably gonna be in about 2 weeks. So
So hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up.
yeah, I wasn't trying to put pressure on you like that. I was gonna talk to you about it, but
Yeah,
the
no,
chrysoprase I
that's
had to
fine.
find first. You know what?
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
will. Let me do some measuring tomorrow, because I bought 3 pieces from Robert, that are freaking stunningly beautiful. And then I have 2 or 3 pieces here as well that I believe are going to be thick enough. But I'll look. I'll check and I'll hit you up tomorrow when I'm at the store.
Don't be feeling all pressured. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, it's
No,
okay.
you know, if I can, I will, because it doesn't take long to make them. You know what I mean?
And with you doing the dome front things, I don't know. I love
like
it.
it
How
that
you
way
did the flat
better?
back and the dome front. I could wear 2 different pairs of plugs. It's great.
Yeah. I just can't. I don't know. For me, anything I make's got to have a dome on it, right? I can't do the flat. I don't like it.
It just stopped being cold here, so I can finally wear my turquoise ones again. I was just thinking about that, putting my turquoise ones in.
Nice. Yeah, so Robert said he said it was pretty nice, really nice, good price.
You know
Hi,
anything
Tyler.
about a rock tumbler? That would be Senor Dave up there. Before I asked anybody anything, Dave up there.
Absolutely, he's the tumbler man.
I know a few things about rock tumblers. What do you need to know?
They go round and round in a circle.
They make
No. Some of them sit and do this number like I do.
Yeah, that's true. But
But
that would be a vibrating.
yeah,
That's
tumbler.
a vibratory tumbler. Yeah, which I have 3 of.
yeah. I mean, it's still considered a tumbler, though, right?
You know,
The
for some weird
vibratories
reason, it
are
is simply because inside the way it vibrates, it makes it cone over like this, and it circulates this way inside the bowl.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, what's your question about tumblers, Tyler? Dave is the tumbler man.
Well, and we've also got Jaws Jr. here. He's really good with the tumblers.
Yep.
Of course, his tumblers only speak Obsidian most of the year. English is foreign to them.
Is
He
it
wants-
possible to use rocks from the driveway? Certainly it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So the whole thing about the tumbler, about the rocks, it doesn't matter what rock you're using as long as the hardness of the rocks are all the same. So like if you have a hardness 7, you could go hardness 6.5 to hardness 7.5 and still be doing those okay. But remember, a lot of people say garbage in, garbage out. So if you pick up a handful of basalt and throw in your tumbler, you're going to get what you get.
Right. And it's funny that you say that because I didn't know that when I got my very first tumbler, and I put in just all different hardnesses together, and I didn't put enough grit, or the barrel wasn't full enough.
The filler and
just,
everything else.
like gone.
Yeah.
Like gone.
But
Yeah,
and it also
some of
depends
them
on
are
whose driveway you're picking up rocks out of.
Right.
This is true.
Yeah,
If you're
right?
picking up rocks out of the right person's driveway, you
Yes.
never know what you're gonna find. Like the piece of jade I found sitting in the middle of my gravel driveway.
Did you really?
It was just right out in front of my rock shop, and I'm walking out there, and yeah, it was a small chunk of jade. Not huge, but one I had cut off with something, and it was sitting in the gravel.
Wow, that's
Well,
great.
Monica says she saw a couple of chunks of amethyst in the gravel too.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you what I do a lot, Tyler. Sometimes I go to the beach.
Not
As a matter
big
of fact,
ones.
this coming Saturday, we're going to the beach. Jeff and I are. And a lot of times I'll just pick up material. Some of it might look iffy. Some of it looks really good. I've got enough to fill my barrel. I throw it all in there together. What turns out good, and the rest of it, I throw it away.
So, Dave, when you talk about making sure the hardnesses are the same or close to the same for the stuff you put in your tumbler, how do you test for hardness?
Well, some of it is experience. When you pick up a piece of agate or a piece of chalcedony, you're in that 7.5.
Right.
Otherwise, you need to know how to do a Mohs hardness test, and you can just MOHS.
Mhm.
Just go online and look up how to do a Mohs hardness test. You can buy a kit, like I went ahead and got me a field test kit because it's easier, or you can use a steel drill bit. You can use a knife for certain softnesses, hardnesses,
Okay.
stuff like that. And
Right.
so until you get to know your material, you have to test it a lot of times to find out until
Right.
you know what's around you and what you're picking up.
Okay.
The nickel trick works a lot.
The nickel
Mhm.
trick?
Well, yeah, like you take a nickel, like an actual nickel, and you
Yeah.
rub it on the rock. If the nickel takes the rock away, it's not going to work in that tumbler process. If the rock has a silver nickel line on it, like you drew on it, then it should be hard enough to tumble altogether.
Okay.
And that's one of the big things that people don't understand about doing a hardness test. So if you use a piece of quartz on something and you just see this light line, then they're basically the same hardness. But in order to do a test to find out in order to say so it's a softer material, it actually removes some of the material.
Right.
If it removes material, then it's softer than what the quartz is that you're using. If it doesn't, then it's as hard or harder than the material you're using to do the test with.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, they call it a scratch test. A scratch test actually removes material to find out.
You should
for
be able
sure.
to feel that scratch
Right.
with your fingernail.
Right, exactly.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Scott. There are the mixed material, that has the mixed hardnesses, but
And we
just
should
in
talk to
general,
Scott.
Confetti
right?
jasper out of Mexico. You guys ever cut that?
What kind of jasper?
Confetti jasper from Mexico.
Uh-uh.
You start cutting it and you're like, oh, this looks so good. And you look down in one of the pockets that's like half of your cap is filled with chalk. And it just is gone. And I'm serious. The first time I cut that, I was like, what the hell is this? Cap just had a huge hole in it that was not there.
Oh, wow.
Remember that stuff?
I feel like I might have a slab of it somewhere, but who knows, right? So much stuff.
And a good way to cab too. So if you're going to do something like somebody said sodalite, and I'm just looking for the chunk I had here. Oh, here it is, right here. So I've got this this chunk of sodalite that I've had sitting up here. So if you've got this that is in chunks that is size that you want to put in your tumbler, put only sodalite. So do like material. So if you have something special like this, do everything together. So put just sodalite in there. Sodalite's a little softer. It's 4.5, somewhere in that area. A little harder to get it to shine when you tumble it, stuff like that. So, if you have agates, do agates together or do chalcedonies together. Mixed loads are really tough.
And if you're doing softer materials on your coarse grits, don't run them that long. You're not talking a week. You're not. You'll eat
right.
it to nothing.
Dang.
You'll go to open it and there'll be nothing in there.
Yeah.
Little
Been there,
little
done that.
pebbles left. Little-
So if it's softer like sodalite or Malagano, stuff like that, make sure that you're checking it like by the hour. That's what I would do, by the hour.
And if you're going to do cabs, now a lot of people will cut cabs. They will go ahead and they will They'll rough them out, dome them, and then they want to throw them into the tumbler. So, be very, very careful. You could waste a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing trying to tumble cabs until you really get good at it.
Yeah, see, and I don't understand why people do that, personally.
A lot of people do it.
Why even take that chance? I mean, my God, you're right there anyway. Just finish polishing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess to each his own, right?
There are two reasons that most people do it. You have guys out there that do a lot of huge volume of cabs and they just throw them in a vibratory tumbler and they finish them off. Then you have people that aren't real confident about getting a polish on a cab, on their cabbing machine, and they'll throw them in a tumbler and finish them off. And I just talked to somebody that was doing that.
I mean, if you're setting up somewhere and you're going to do like guitar picks or something like that, and you have to make 150 guitar picks, that might be different. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if I'm making like necklaces or something, I'm doing them from start to finish with my hands. I don't know.
Well, exactly. I mean, even the lady, with the 64 ovals, like I could have, but no, why? Spend the extra 2 minutes. So Tyler says his dad says throw them out and only put special rocks in the tumbler. I think it's a personal preference, Tyler.
It is.
Really.
Absolutely.
It is 100%.
Because who's to say that, your driveway rocks aren't special to you?
Absolutely.
So
I was just going to say define special.
Right.
Well, I would say that rather than throw in some special rocks, learn on some driveway gravel, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Test your.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Quartz and jaspers are everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. And doing that, you'll find out because there are so many things, that as a beginner can go wrong. You don't have your drum full enough, and they'll scratch each other up, even hard stuff, because they're pounding on each other so much. Or you didn't get them clean enough because something had a fracture in it somewhere and it carried grit over to the next stage and the grit came out, So these are things that you figure out as you go. And I don't think there's anybody out there except for Jaws Jr. who hasn't had a bad load. I mean, I would never accuse Jaws of ever having done anything wrong. So he closed the gate the other day and he sent me a text and he said, I was really proud of myself. He said, when I closed the gate, I was standing on the right side.
Bonus. That's funny.
He's never going to let me forget.
Right.
And so
I still tease Jaws all the time that when he takes these pictures, he just has them sitting in a slight tub of water. That's how he makes them look so shiny.
Right.
Well, and there's a story behind that because we all went up to Glass Buttes to pick up Obsidian, and we had to go through a gate. I was the guy who got out and opened the gate, and I just grabbed it and I walked forward with it. When he went back, I just walked backward with it. And I'm standing here looking like, why can't I get over to the car now? There's a gate between me and the car.
That is hilarious. So did you climb over the gate or did you open it again?
No, I opened the gate back up. I'm thinking, this isn't quite right. Something's wrong here.
I try to use other rocks, and my dad thinks I'm nuts by using other rocks in my rock drum because if I use other rocks with my special rocks from the mine, it'll only end up smashed up and wasted. Well, if you haven't, practiced with some crap rock to kind of get a little bit of experience and see what's going to work for you and all of that. I mean, he may not be wrong, right?
And
it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
And
as far as that goes, Tyler, that goes back to the hardness of your rocks.
Right.
I don't know what your special rocks out of the mine are, but if you're picking up granite out of your driveway and putting it in with calcite out of the mine, you're going to trash that calcite.
Right. Yeah, so Tyler, either reach out to Jaws Jr., Scott Jarmer, or Jaws Jr. on Facebook Messenger if you have it, or Dave Leaton. His contact information is in the description of the show. reach out to either one of them. Either one of them would be happy to help you, or Brad, or Matt, or any of us. Will be more than. Don't reach out to me because I'm not real experienced with tumbling. I don't particularly care for it. So yeah, don't. I mean, you can reach out to me, but I'm going to reach out to Dave or Scott.
I was about to say, like, we know about it, but we don't have like experience on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Matt, you were going to say something. What were you going to say?
No, Brad hit it. I was going to say, his dad might have a point. They might be different hardnesses. That's where,
right.
What we talked about before. You got to test the hardness of the material you're putting in that tumbler.
Right. The instructions on the rock tumbler says on page 20 or page 21. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that, hon. That's
so Tyler, the instructions that you get with the rock tumbler, especially the lower tone, that's just a basic instruction set. If you want really good instruction, go to rocktumbler.com.
Okay.
They are amazing people over there, and they've been tumbling for a really long time.
Okay.
And they have a section there that goes through all of the different scenarios about tumbling, how to set it up, and some of the things that can go wrong, stuff like that. And then, be careful who you talk to in the Facebook groups. I just corrected somebody who was trying to ruin their rock tumbler because somebody else told them it was the right way to use it.
Right. Hello, Midnight Girl. Who's Midnight Girl? Ryan and Andrew. They came over from the Glacier Bros. Who are you, Midnight Girl? That's awesome, Tyler. Good for you.
I haven't seen Midnight Girl before, that's for sure. But I'm sure if they came from us, we know who it is. You know what I mean?
Right. We need a name.
Oh, Tori Rose. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, Tori. Welcome.
Right on. Oh man.
Yeah. So very cool. Yeah,
You guys got us off on a good subject there.
Yeah.
I love tumbling.
Yeah. I would love to. Well, we could talk about that not on the show, I guess. I like the idea of having 2 or 3 subjects to talk about.
I've had these. So these are those new Highland Park tumblers that I bought back before the beginning of the year.
Uh-huh.
And I loaded them. I ran them for several weeks just to test the tumbler.
Yeah.
But I've not opened them up. They've been sitting for at least 6 months with a load inside of them.
Why haven't you
So I
opened
could
them?
make a video because there's this whole thing going around that if you don't open them in time or if you leave them set, it turns to concrete inside. You can never get them going again. It ruins your rocks.
Okay.
So I have 2 of these that have been sitting for over 6 months. They're still liquid inside. You can hear.
I was going to say, shake it.
Right. And I have a Tumblers, the B model. It's a 15-pounder. I've had it sitting for a year and a half with a load in it because I was doing stuff and I set it aside. And I'm going to do a video to show people, look, do what you want to do, learn how to use the things. Don't worry about some of that myth stuff out there. Once in a while, if you leave it and it has all of the moisture leaks out, it'll get a little hard, but it's not going to turn to concrete. You put a little water in there, you leave it set, you squeeze it a couple times, you put it back on your tumbler, and you finish tumbling your load.
Okay.
I had one that was pretty darn almost concrete, but I bought the tumbler and it was like 20 years ago when I bought the tumbler, and somebody says, yeah, I tumbled those rocks 20 years ago. Yeah, it was pretty darn hard inside there.
Yeah, that might be a little different.
Yeah, that's great.
But a year...
some of these they're usually sealed so well. That Tumblers I've got down there, I mean, it has, what does that have, 9 thumb screws across the top, and you tighten those down. It's been sitting for a year and a half, and I can pick it up, and it still sloshes inside.
Wow.
But I know the people that you're talking about. Oh, it's my tumbler quit turning for 2 days. What do I do? It's concrete now.
Exactly.
Turn it back on.
Yeah.
Turn it, plug it back in and start it over.
There were several complaints today. Somebody complained that they have a lower tone 33A, or the 3A, actually, the 3-pounder. And she said, no matter what I do, she said, I've oiled the bearings, I've changed the belt, I've oiled everything in it. I put the drum on. When I turn it on, it doesn't start turning. Well, everybody told her 900 different things to do. Somebody even said, turn it on and drop your tumbler on there. That's the way you're supposed to. And I'm like, now listen, this is what's going to happen if you do that, you know. Here's the thing about a lower tone tumbler. Many times you'll plug it in, it won't turn. You take your hand and you just give it a little half turn, it'll take off and it's fine.
Okay.
That's typical with a lower tone tumbler.
Right.
If you do one big crystal or one big gemstone, I've seen people do that plenty and come out with a really nice single piece, you know.
As long as you pack enough small material
Yeah.
around it to actually get the action it needs. Sure, I've done it.
Yeah. We watched
Right,
that.
yeah.
Andrew, what was it? Laguna Lace? How big was it? That guy tumbled. Do you remember that?
It's crazy lace.
Was it Crazy Lace? How big was it?
Dude, it was like 80 pounds.
I swear his tumbler was huge. Big old, like 80-pound chunk of Crazy Lace.
Oh,
Tumbled
wow.
all the way around. It's on YouTube. Me and Andrew were like,
Wow.
what?
Wow.
It was
Well,
impressive.
and think about, I mean, it's
the washing machine.
it is about making sure that there's enough stuff packed around it, right? To get the
That
proper
abrasion.
rub, abrasion, better word.
You need
yes.
a range of sizes in there.
Right. Yeah.
Tyler, 2 questions. You're bringing up a lot of points of crystals. What are you guys mining? That'll help us give you some answers. If you're, you know, again, you're going back to the hardness of what you're tumbling. They're all going to make a difference. And your comment about as big of a concrete tumbler, I have one sitting in my yard right now that is made out of a cement mixer.
For reals?
Yeah.
Nice.
I made one out of a cement mixer. I sprayed the inside with rhino liner. And you have to put water in it more often because you don't have a way to seal the lid.
Right.
But it still works, and I can do bigger. I mean, I can do big stuff in it.
Hey guys, back in the 70s.
Can you finish your spears in it?
I haven't tried yet.
I need to know.
That'd be a lot of work to get some bruising on them, huh?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Back in the 70s in Kingman, Arizona, I had an uncle who was getting all of that stuff out of the mines up there, and he used a cement mixer. That's how he tumbled and treated all of his turquoise.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was 1974.
Interesting.
Wow.
Very
They didn't have the tumblers like they have now a lot.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
I'll go talk to my buddies up at the concrete plant and get one of their cement trucks and throw
There
a big
you go.
load in.
There you go. Just put the whole
Right.
driveway in there. Let it-
Exactly.
That's great. That's great.
Grab you a load of river rock and away you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ryan, you got anything you want to tell the people?
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and make sure you turn the bell on.
Please and thank you.
Woo-hoo.
Invite your friends, invite your family, invite anybody that likes rocks. We would love
Even
to
if they don't like rocks, we'll make them like them.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
All but my
Come
wife.
back, talk about rocks. Give us some subjects to talk about. That was perfect, Tyler, tonight, for giving us something to talk about.
Yeah, we were just
appreciate
doing our
that.
normal talking about random rock stuff like we normally do.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what we do, right? We come and we just talk about rocks, and then somebody says something, and that gives us a subject, right?
Yep.
So there's no big agendas. There's no big. I do like having something to talk about.
Brian,
What's up? So,
I like rocks.
okay, so we love you guys, and we're really glad you all came. We're happy to be back. We are going to make one little change as far as how we do our seasons. We're going to do 6 weeks and then take a 2-week break, and then do 6 weeks and take a 2-week break. That way it's not 12 weeks and then we're gone for a month. So we're going to try that and see how that works, and then we'll go from there. But nice to be back. Nice to see all of your all's faces. For real, because I missed your faces. And nice to see all of y'all's typing, for those that, we love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you next week. Does anybody else have anything they want to say within like a 1-minute period? Dave?
No, I'm good.
If you're going to say something about your spouse not liking rocks and the way you get treated, make sure she can't hear you from inside the house.
That's right. That's right. Or send her away. One of the two.
She just sent me a text. You realize I can hear you, right?
Oh, that is hilarious. That's great. That's great. All right, y'all. We will see you next week. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, everybody. It
Love
was a
you.
good show.
See ya.
We'll see you.